All right, shall we? OBS, you need to catch up now. Wow, okay. I have a audio loop. There we go. That should take care of it. Good job. Excellent. Here we are. How's it going, everybody? And welcome back. We finished off last week. We said we were going to redo this lunar landing attempt, so I think that's where we're going to start off, hopefully, or effing it all up. Let's take a fresh quick save just to make sure. Ooh, our suicide burn countdown is down to 1 minute. All right. So I think last time we fired it at -7, and that was, or we lit it at -5. It kicked on at about -6. Maybe we'll try for that again. Very, very nervous. Make sure avionics is on. We can go ahead and kick these on. Why not? 44 seconds. Now we can see the moon. It's coming up very, 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 very quickly. Oh, buddy. Yep. If I get it wrong, maybe I'll just F7 at 30 seconds. Let's start ullaging just a little bit. Oh, that ullage is really quick. We don't really need to do that. Yeah, let's waste a bunch of fuel. Why not? No, let's not. Okay. 15 seconds. 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Start the ullage. 2 seconds. -1, -2, -3, -4, -5. Stall it, light it. Go, baby, go. Terrifying. Man, that ground is coming up fast. Oh, please. Oh, boy. Come on, suicide burn countdown. Go positive. Go positive. Go positive. Go positive. Please, 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 please. 9 seconds. And nah. Let's reset that just a little bit. I swear we fired it. No, we fired it just a little bit earlier last time. It was like right at 5 and not at the top end of 5. So let's kick these on and then take another quick save. Just so I don't have to go back and redo that again. Good times, good times. I feel like I'm only allowed to do this because I actually landed it the first time through. It was just a rough landing, and I'm like, no, we can do better. And it's nice to kind of like dial in the approach so that we know at about what negative on that suicide burn countdown we need to actually light up the engines. So it looks like right around 5 is probably our best bet. We waited almost until 6 last time, and that didn't pan out for us so well. But of course, there's always going to be some variance based on terrain and a multitude of other factors. But alright, suicide burn countdown is coming down its last 15 seconds. Maybe we start the ullage a little later, because it doesn't take that long to ullage this thing in. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ullaging. -1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Light it up. Man, my reaction time is terrible. That engine didn't actually get lit until about almost the 6-second mark, and I'm holding the H key still because I am paranoid that I'm going to just repeat the exact same thing that I just did. Get ready to switch this into kill rotation. Should it come time now? Get your let's switch that over and realize that yet again we are completely screwed. Oh, we're... Wow! What the shit was that? Why did that upper stage bounce back and kick us like that? Okay. Alright. Last shot. Have it 4.5. We're gonna do 4.5 seconds. We're actually a lot further up from the ground level than I thought we were that time. It looked like I was staging right at impact, but that was not the case. So, all right, can I find something else meaningless to talk about for a minute? I don't think I can. So, how was everyone's holidays? Good, I hope. It was hectic as hell here. I've basically been running nonstop for the last like 4 days, and so the fact that I've got about an hour to myself feels amazing. I don't quite know what to do with myself, to be honest with you. I'm like, you know what? I made a promise. I'm going to keep it, even though I'm really late. So technically, I guess I already broke the promise. Whatever. Sorry I couldn't have this out before Christmas, but here we are. All right, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. -1, 2, 3, 4. Kick it on 5. Engine good light. Radar altimetry, please. Get ready for staging. I'm getting ready for engine shutdown also, should we actually zero out our speed here. Come on, you can do it. You can do it. 4, 300, 200, shut down, stage. Wow, that got dialed way the hell up. About 60 meters per second is what we need to shoot for next time we stage, and that will zero everything out. Kolgunder, thank you. Welcome. I appreciate it. Turns out we're going to need it. Alright. Yeah, let's switch this back to surface velocity negative as soon as we're getting closer to it. Patunk, there we go. Can you adjust in? Do we got enough authority here? Try to walk some of this out, although apparently our suicide burn countdown is 20 seconds out. Oh, because we're heading into a ginormous hill. That's cool. But yeah, our fuel is going to be rapidly depleted by those RCS thrusters. That was some unfortunate placement. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I'm going to light it just a little bit early because the TWR on this is awful. Meters per second. This is our first uncrewed lunar lander. Probably. It's actually looking pretty good-ish. 40 meters. 20 meters. Well, looks like we have no shortage of fuel. We can just keep tapping this engine. Boop. Touchdown. RCS to disarm. Yes! That is mostly the landing we were looking for. Hooah! Now, yep, all science experiments are running. Let's bring this up and monitor our battery. We should have a good pile of electric charge. So, alright, Kolgunder, we were last stream, which should be up on YouTube by now, we were trying to finish out our uncrewed lunar landing contract. We actually did the landing towards the end of the stream, but it was rather rough, and I said, you know what, I know I can do better than this, so we're going to try again. Here we are, like 3 attempts later, and this is the kind of landing I was hoping for. It's just all about getting the timing down on the suicide burn. So once we got that mostly figured out, we're actually doing pretty good. It can still be optimized a bit. I think we can do better. But, you know, all in all things said, it's really not that bad. And actually, while we're here, we can shut down avionics. That will, even when it's loaded in, save us some of the trouble of things. Yeah, RCS is disarmed. Let's warp it forward a bit so we can collect our science. Telemetry analysis is done. 3 minutes on pressure scan and temp scan done. And then hour and 45 minutes on mass spectrometry. That's okay, we got time to kill. Ding! 26.4 credits. Hooray! Human person! Wow, good to see you. Merry Christmas, and to you as well. Man, it's good to see you. It's been a hot minute. How am I doing? Yeah, hanging in there. I've survived so far. Made it through the holiday season, mostly intact. So I guess I can't really complain. All right, let's overwrite our last quick save. How things been for you, human person? Whew, it is fucking freezing in my office. I haven't left my computer running anything noteworthy, and the door's been closed, so now it is absolutely freezing in here. Must be confused. Thought this was Tuesday, but clearly it's a Sunday. How's it going, Carnassa? Good to see you. Have an awesome new job. Oh, that's great to hear, human person. If you don't mind sharing, I'd love to know about it. Welcome to Sunday, Carnassa. All right, and we get a big stack of applicants. Can we afford any of them? No. No, we cannot. I think both of our in-use pads are currently maxed out. Yeah, we're not doing anything with 101 currently. An Orbiter 1 we are, and that is maxed out. So let's, I don't know, hire 250 researchers, I guess. Do product development for a big ceramics manufacturer. Oh, dude, that sounds awesome. So, let's hire 200 more researchers. Can't afford much. Man, let's get a nice even score going on in here. I just got an alert. What was it? Dang it, missed it. Ace Beam. Thank you so much for the follow. Welcome, welcome. All right, and then I don't even have a place to put 20 more engineers if I wanted to hire them. All right, 20 more researchers. Mess up my perfectly round numbers. Fine, be that way. What's our dailies now? Oh my God, we went down from +9 to +403, 903, 403. Yeah, you get what I'm trying to say. Okay, well, what's next? Let's check our contracts, see what we got going on. First, Lunar Orbiter and Mapper. I think that one's being built. Gravimetric Satellite. I think we're waiting on radio in for that one. Crew count, crew count, crew count. That's it? That's all we got going? Yeah, well, I guess so, honestly. Let's check our integration. Lunar Lander, that one can be repurposed. We need to remake it into the... Oh, we can't yet because we don't have the tech unlocked. And that is our OOPS 2-1. I think that's the other gravimetric satellite. That's all we've got building right now. That's very interesting. No construction projects, although we do need to upgrade the astronaut complex. Expected cost per day, 1,200, and we're making nowhere near that, so I think we're probably going to have to take a contract before we do that. Oh, jeez. There's so many angles. All right. Interplanetary Era Science is what we're waiting on to do our mapping satellite. We can probably pick up the contract for Farside Lunar Lander and just fly that same mission again, but try to land it in the furthest 80 degree or whatever. That's going to be done January 18th, 65. It is April 64, so we got a while to wait. That'll be done in 3 days. Cool. All right. Yeah, we can just let that build because that's the exact same thing we just flew, but that won't be ready until May. Can we duplicate it? We don't have enough money to do much of anything, do we? All right, let's check our programs. Advanced. Oh yeah, I did take the advanced crewed orbit thing. So we actually have to start building for this pretty now-ish. Uncrewed, yeah, that's the one we're working on, an early Earth observation. We're actually done with this, but we've got that gravimetric thing that we're trying to get for bonus money, and we got another year of funding, and that last year of funding is pretty lucrative. So we'll stick with that for a little bit. And after we close this one out, we're going to get early interplanet probes. So I think... man. I have a design for our Gemini stuff, but I'm really just like not all that happy with it, so to speak. And I have it on this flash drive here in my pocket. I'm not sure I want to go through all of that clufuttery to get it in there and done. So we let this build. We let this build. Oh yeah, that'll be done in like 17 hours. Let's go ahead and fly Oops 2 here. Ding. Oh, we're going to go ahead and make a duplicate of you just to keep these engineers entertained. The last thing anyone needs is idle engineering staff. They tend to screw things up. More or less. Alright, what? Gravimetric satellite, 2 months. Electric charge for 60 days. Apogee below 1.2, periapsis above 1, eccentricity below 3, so 003, so pretty circular, inclination above 50. And we gotta get a bunch of stuff. We gotta radio in a bunch of science. So, no worries there. We have flown this mission like 4 times by now. It mostly works. Hey, did we just unlock new avionics tech? Oh yeah, we got some science points we can spend on. Alright, good. That is in the queue. Prototype Hydrolox was our next big step there, but is there anything we want before prototype Hydrolox engines? Now that we're ramping up for Gemini, I actually do want early docking procedures. Well, we need to get early docking because we need to do rendezvous and docking. So that one has to go in without saying. Also, that gives us lots of neat upgrades. Early landing should give us heat shield, Gemini heat shield, Gemini heat shield. So these are actually, lifting body re-entries. And if we want to do interplanetary stuff, lunar rated heat shields are a great idea. Man, that's like 80 of our science. Mostly works. Highest praise for engineers. Is not wrong. EVA jetpack. Oh, that's a separate thing now, eh? Mother trucker. There's so many things that we want. Mature avionics. Always avionics upgrades are totally worth it. Same thing with solar panels. Ooh, a battery tank upgrade. And then there's lunar era science, service module, isogrid, more MLI wrapping. Ooh, fiberglass fairings. Yum. Don't eat the fiberglass. Do not eat the fiberglass. Alright, so I think I'm going to do early landing because that will really help with our Gemini program. Now we got 38 science remaining. Maybe nope, can't. Ooh, we could do a solar panel upgrade. That helps everybody. I don't think we're going to be doing very much that's long duration. Prototype Hydrolox would be really, you don't want it. This RL10 is just not great. you want to get up here and use the 1031. And oh, the glorious LR87 LH2. I kind of abuse that engine a lot in a lot of my previous saves, so maybe I'll try to step away from it because I already spent money to get down here. The S1 5400. I think that's going to be my RD0109 replacement. Oh yeah, I just figured out I can't do avionics replacements because I need 2 more science. So maybe I just bank that 38 and wait until we're done with this mission that we're going to try to fly. No more electric charge and Oops 3. Oops 3? Really? Here we are flying Oops 2.1? I guess 3 might have been a much earlier iteration. Alright, and launch. We're gonna fly this sun synchronous, or as sun synchronous as we can. By, the tried and true method of just eyeball it stupid. So we're gonna sit here and wait on the pad for a little bit. Oh, Wookie, how's it going? Good to see you, buddy. How is it going, man? Alright, landing info, don't necessarily need you right now. Maneuver planner will keep you up for now. What we do need is ascent guidance. How? There it is. Alright, so, yeah. Maybe we go ahead and try to launch to a target apogee of 1,002 kilometers and attach altitude at 1,002, because I think we've got the delta V to do it. Inclination, let's just go shoot straight for 90, and then we've got a little fuel on the upper stage of the probe itself, which is 308 meters per second that we can use to circularize. So still working on port stuff. Well, I'm glad we've got at least half of you here. The presence is, meh. Let's be real here. This is third screen style content anyway, so you're good, man. Good luck on the work. I appreciate you, dropping in, saying hi. Always good to see you pop up in the chat. Amazing. All right. Yeah, sun synchronous. So where are we in relative to the sun? Oh, good. It's almost here. So we'll just let it get to right about daybreak, and we'll give this flight pattern a path. You can see our other two OOPS satellites. There's an OOPS 3. There's OOPS 3 probe. We should have another OOPS. That's probably this little guy down here at this lower inclination, doing his own thing. We're going to try to go straight 90 this time. That should be near daybreaky enough for us. So, all right, real quick review of our staging. Drop that up there just to make sure. Actually, we'll put these RCS down here just to make sure that we have ullage when we need it. So we won't arm until right before staging. All right, everything there looks good. And engage autopilot and ignition. Good light on the 108 here. Clamps off. Skyward bound. I did set orbital. Okay, good. I'm like, I did set the inclination, didn't I? Yes, we did. All right. And just to keep you all appraised of the situation, I got a little bit less than an hour before I have to shut this down. And, I don't know, go hang out with family again for about the 9th day in a row. I love them dearly, but my God, my poor little introvert self just wants to be left the hell alone for an hour. More than an hour. It's like an hour, roughly, at the end of the day. Oh, hey, what in the fuck just happened? Why did That's very interesting. What the forks just happened? Revert to launch. That wasn't really a failure. That was aerodynamics and stress, I assume. I probably should have taken a look at that before we did this. You understand. How's it going, Bullet? Yeah. The provenance of dyed-in-the-wool introverts such as myself within the KSP community is probably rather high. I figured most people here would understand. Just like, man, please. I just want an hour or two to be left the hell alone. Alright, let's drop this to 1400, I guess. Huzzah, Mr. Mark, good to see you. Oh, good. Happy almost New Year. Happy almost New Year to you as well. As long as I don't have to go out and do stuff, I'll be pretty happy about it being the new year. Good night, Mr. Mark, and Merry Christmas and to you as well. Thanks for popping in. Always good to see you. Alright, and daybreak-ish. Probably a little more daybreak than last time. Yeah, meh. Okay, so we don't have PVG after stage enabled. QA limit should be good, 90 degrees. It should be lobbing way up high, so I don't know why we're getting that that spin. Clamps off. Good to go. Probably should have done the attach altitude at 200. Yeah. Attach altitude at 200 and just boost the apogee at the other side. up to 1002. That would have been the smarter move, probably. What about family social hour? We already had family social hour. We had one, yes, but what about second family social hour? Families like, oh, we're gonna go meet the family for breakfast. Yeah. And then what are we doing after that? Well, then we'll come home. We'll get kiddo something to eat, and then we're gonna go meet the family for lunch, and then brunch, or brunch and then lunch, and then we'll meet them again for snack time, family activity, and then dinner time, and then there'll be post-dinner time socializing, and then you'll probably get to come home and deal with a kid who's been fed nothing but sugar by her grandparents for the last 4.5 days. I'll say that the gimbal, like, look at how much these thrusters are pitching out. Like, it's hard to see with the plume, I guess, but yeah, like, they're tipped max. At least they were. So I wonder if they're really fighting some of the aerodynamic forces here, but looks like we're doing okay-ish, probably. I don't know what this Delta V readout is all about, but we're gonna see what happens. Just let it roll. It's amazing how if I don't play this game for a couple of days, how quickly I forget how to operate literally any of it. Yeah. Oh, same. Gone by Ron. I've had family social day for days. And yeah, my batteries are shot. Like, I don't even know if they'll take a charge anymore. But yeah, here we are, and I've got more family social stuff that I have to do. And I have been told, allegedly, that I'm basically going to be left alone until 3 o'clock. But I also know that somebody, a family member, is going to stop by and be here at 3. This is our rallying point for our next day of social day things. And I'm like, oh yeah, watch him show up 45 minutes early. Pow! Staging is good. Fairings are off. Planet has faded. The punch in the face program has operated cleanly. And our sausage stage is going great. Oh, boop! I had something fun I wanted to show, and I completely fucking forgot to edit the spacecraft to show it to you people. Dang it. Oh, remind me to jump into the VAB after we're done here. Explosion. Staging is good. Mm-hmm. Say we have that ullage ring, and then the ullage ring has to separate with vigor to make sure that the core stage doesn't come back up and bump us, a la Falcon 1. Many security measures have been taken to ensure that we don't get bumped in the butt by a stage with latent fuel. Alright, yeah, I'll say it looks like your apogee is going to be just fine here, boyo. Maybe you should start adjusting some of that pitch there, perhaps, maybe? Just a thought, I guess. Yeah. I just look at the numbers. What do I know? I guess the whole point of this series is not much. Yeah, we're just gonna run way, way, way past our target apogee. Whatever does it for you, I guess. It's really interesting that it thinks it's going to take every last drop of fuel plus an additional 300 meters per second to pull off this orbit, but I know for a fact that we can do it. We've flown this like twice before, so... But yeah, pretty sure I dialed this all in backwards. I should have attached altitude at 200 kilometers and not, 1.002 million. Yeah, here we go. How's it going, Sea Kraken boy? Boo. Eek! Alright, 29 seconds until sausage deploy. Glad you've finally decided that pointing way above horizon was not worth it. We're going to angle down and then phase deeply below the horizon for the second half of this burn. I think honestly after this burn completes I'm going to shut down ascent guidance and take over manual control and just woo! Looks like one of those sausage deploys kicked us right in the face. Wonder if one of the the set motors didn't fire. That would be interesting. Yeah, like, I don't know. We have a maximum on this, don't we? And it's like 1.2 or something like that. Yeah, minimize you. Oh, nope, gravimetric, that's what we're looking at. Yeah, apogee below 1.2 mil. We're currently going to hit 1.5. So I hope you can sort that out. It seems like for as much time as you were above the prograde vector, now all this time you're going to spend below the prograde vector seems a tad bit excessive. Maybe unwarranted even. But yet here we are. So hopefully I can catch it as the stage flames out and we can just hit disengage and maybe try to do this a little differently. We'll just see what happens. I don't think we're going to have the Delta V to pull it off anyway, but disengage. Close. Throttle to 0. RCS in here. Stage. RCS to arm. If you could angle somewhat prograde, I'll hit kill rotation here. Just remind me to go to the VAB when we're done here. And kill rotation right about here. Yeah, that looks pretty good. Yeah. Motherfucker. Is this seriously the wrong science experiment? You dumb fuck. You dumb fuck. Not even flying. Yeah, I got ahead of myself, and we're not flying the right scientific experiment. I know that we have a gravimetric satellite in orbit already doing most of the work. I was just trying to speed it up a little bit so we could close out the program. Turns out I'm pretty dumb and flew the wrong scientific experiment. So, and I think the Cherkenkov detector depends on there being a pretty high eccentricity. It ain't that bad. Yeah, couple million of taxpayer dollars. No big deal. None whatsoever. So honestly, contract stipulations be damned. Let's just burn it and see where the hell we end up. We're gonna wait until we're at a basically at our whatchamahoozits apogee in 6 minutes, and then we're gonna light it up. 1 minute. Let's get dialed in, and now we can tell you to aim to prograde, please. Not bad, not bad. Alright, set throttle to full. And where is it? Very stable. Okay, good. Ignition. Boom. There we go. Probably not gonna be enough to hit orbit, but we'll do what we can. We do have an additional 300 meters per second that we have access to. Should we need it, probably will, judging by how how badly this flight has gone so far. Another 10 seconds to run on our kick stage here. Oh, hey, look at that. Yep, there's our camera change. Oh, wow. That worked out pretty well. Dream takeoff detector, unmet requirements. I wonder what the eccentricity requirement actually is for that thing. So let's couple in our staging here, make sure our avionics is powered up. Tink. Oh, insufficient avionics. Wouldn't you know it? Dumbass. Let's leave this open so that we can boost that eccentricity until maybe we'll actually meet the requirements and radio in at least some science a little faster. Did I hit active or shut down? Nope. So, spin, spin, spin. Tap. Done. Don't say that. I guess I could slow it down. That would be a much easier way to adjust our inclination, right? Feels like I've already committed. We're already here. What is your controllable? 0.17. We're at 0.176. Oops. We got a lot of fuel to kick out before we actually get control of this thing. .175. So we only gotta do that, what, 5 more times? Nice. And doing this right now is honestly not really helping our cause, because, yeah, reasons, I guess. But I guess I'd rather free up control sooner rather than later. .174. Nope, missed that one. Still 174, fine. Gee. How not to RP1, everyone. Case in point. Alright, next burn. We should get control out of this thing, and then we can angle it in and maybe plot something. I don't know. Probably not. Ampersand, how's it going? This is not how you spin stable. Thank you, Nova. Happy holidays, Ampersand. How's it going? Oh, you know. I flew a hurry up mission with the wrong science experiments on it, and don't have enough avionics to do much. You know, we pulled off our landing on the moon somewhat. Okay, now we're at 1.69. Why don't we have avionics yet? Controllable 0.17. Vessel mass 0.169. Whose rounding error is this? And how do I fire them? Avionics are measured in pounds. Cool and fun. Ain't it just? At 5.9, yeah, we'll give it a shot, see what happens. Maybe shut down, activate, shut down, activate. No, does not seem to be wanting to cooperate. So quick saving, quick loading. Let's do this. Hey, avionics. There you go. Get you angled into the sun, and yeah, unmet requirement on the Cherchenkov detector. So I think we go around to perigee, which we just passed, and we boost up as best we can. What do we got available to us? 232 meters per second. So we'll give it the good old college try and see how far off our estimations are. I wonder what that resultant eccentricity will be, and if it will be enough. What's the minimum eccentricity requirement for the Cherenkov detector? What's the mission? get science. I meant to fly an orbital perturbation experiment, but forgot to double check. And so here we are with not that on this, doing not much other than like, well, it's got it. We might as well try to use it. So what happened to our avionics? It seemed like we were getting some thruster puffs, and now we got nothing. What happened? Press the info button under the Cherenkov button. Retrieved. Status unmet requirement. Minimum eccentricity 0.04. We're at 0.02. Ah, thank you for that, Nova. Node? Yeah, it looks like we've been locked out of our avionics again. Alright, well, let's warp around, I guess, while we're bleeding electric charge like crazy. We'll try to do another bump start on that engine and see if it doesn't go ahead and unlock our avionics. Oops, 2-1 probe. Yeah, that's not us. We don't care. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Okay, we'll start doing a bump ignition on this pass. Off node. RCS on off. Nothing. Nothing doing, eh? What the fuck? What the fuck, man? It's very interesting. Why won't you unlock my avionics? I hate doing this, but come on, man. What the fuck? If you're not going to cooperate, play by the rules set forth in the rules, then I'm going to have to break the rules. Let this get a little more angled in, and then we'll start our burn and see how high we can push that eccentricity, if it'll even get us within spec. Basically trying to salvage a completely wasted mission. Alright. Tiny thrusters will take a little while to compensate for it, but this part shouldn't matter. Patunk. Alright, let's just fizz warp through this. We'll keep an eye on our eccentricity. 7, 28, 29. Oh yeah, it looks like we might actually have enough delta V to pull it off, so long as Mekchev isn't lying to us about it. There it is, dot 4. We're actually at dot 41, so let's shut it down, save the fuel. Cherenkov detector is running. Excellent. Sundown execute. Let's get you angled in. Yeah, our current vessel mass 1.59, which should be considerably less than the I'm sorry, it's 0.159. Way less than 0.17 that we have controllable. So I'm going to Alt F12 and turn off infinite electricity, which overrides avionics, and we'll see if it shuts down avionics for us again. Although, actually, I'm going to manually shut them down first and see if then we can toggle them back on. Alright, you done there? You done? We good? We're good. Alright, shut down avionics. Avionics shut down. Alt F12. Alt F12. Cheats. Infinite electricity. Let's get rid of that one. Insufficient avionics. Yes, we know. Activate. Unlocking controls. Sweet. So, whatever it was, the workaround has worked. And we are very reluctantly sciencing. Alright, back to the Space Center for all the nothing we have left to do. I mean, build stuff, I guess. Okay, let's go edit OOPS2 and put on the correct scientific experiment, provided, of course, we don't get the radio in that the contract is complete, and we can thusly close down the program. Although I think maybe writing it out because the money's so good, not the worst idea. We have the option. But first... lock to 90. I think it actually needs to be this way. Select flag. We got some new fun decals to play with. Oh, what the... Did I do this wrongly? They're in here. They're working. Pow. Oh, did I hit cancel instead of accept? Accept. Oh, and of course it's upside down. Adjust your depth. Probably will work better on a flatter. Now, can we pitch that angle in to F? Pow, there it is. Oh, almost. So, why do you still look so angly? Interesting. There it is. Absolutely fantastic. I love this. I love it so much. We just need to take a few minutes to appreciate it. In all of its amazing glory. Liftoff has returned. So I'm just going to leave this up here on the screen for the next, like hour or so, give or take, to let everyone really appreciate the awesomeness that this is. So I just want to say, Nova, thank you. Nova ad Astra put these and a few others together and sent them over to me. So everyone give a big thank you to Nova for making this incredible piece of awesomeness. It is an incredible work of art. just phenomenal. But wait, there's more. You know what? I think I'm gonna put it on the outside of this one. So lock to 9. Nope. Lock 90. We need to put a fair warning here. the ridiculousness, it kind of hurts. I'd like them centered, probably a little lower. I think we're going to scale them down. They don't need to be quite so loud. It's just a little bit ridiculous, but man, you have to warn people about the flying sausage and what is contained within. Does that not seem centered to me? That's definitely off. Text doesn't quite work with the black background. Oh yeah, you're right. It doesn't. Hold on, let me... Sausage. You're right, it doesn't. Worst Einführung. Oh my. Alright, well, there's really only one thing. Completely delightful. Let's say, Nova, I'll leave it up to you if you want these to be distributable. Oh gosh. Alright, hold on. Recoloring GUI. Let's pow. That works a little bit better. So let's go ahead and scale these back down to something reasonable. Yeah. Put the archive in the Discord. Will do. And so do the warning labels go low on the fairing? Yeah, I guess we want to space out our goofy stickers. We can't crowd the goofiness, can we? Oh, worst. Alright, it's too much. I love it. Okay. Oh, yeah. You know what else we should probably... Nope, not you. Yes, you. Open. Let's put on the correct... oh, wait, hey, we don't want to upgrade avionics on this. This thing's not going to fly for very much longer, but configure experiments. Don't need the Cherenkov detector. We need the orbital perturbation experiment. There it is. Thank you. We don't have any other experiments available to us that we actually want to run, so we'll close that up. Close, save, and save. What did we even edit? I mean, we put stickers on stuff. Save edits. Unlock one flag for 0 points. Thank you very much. Done skis. Alright, let's see. Well, yeah, I got like 15 minutes. Is that enough time for us to actually accomplish anything? The answer is probably not. Yeah, 413 per day. We definitely don't have enough to fly what's going to be our far side lunar landing. Alright, let me move some files over right quick. And maybe we can start the upgrades to our LC101 pad. And go from there. Alright, so I've got... oh, I don't think I brought them over, did I? You dumbass. I do have the next round of upgrades for our big 350-ton booster, however. And I think I have the next iteration of the vehicle we were just looking at. SPs, saves, oh, not the LCnP, ships, VAB based. Oh, I've already got one of these in. Okay. Guten Tag, ja. But nothing that I built for the crude stuff, so that's probably going to have to, is enough to crash something, though. It's never not enough time to crash into something, honestly. That's just how things go most of the time. So I think I will probably try to get one of the updates to the 350 ton is going to be the S54. So we were on the M54. So let me open up. No, not you, MacJeb. Open. Yeah, okay. It's loading. There's a lot of things to pick through. And it's probably I think I'm going to get the orbiter ready. It'll be down in S because that's how the alphabet works. Yeah, here we go. Ignore all of that. S54 lunar mapper. Load. Missing so many parts because, yeah, there's a lot of scientific experiments on this thing. They're not quite ready yet, but we've got some avionics upgrades that we can do, so we're gonna. And I think the big change here is that the upper stage, instead of twin 0109s, is now twin X405s. Gives us a little more ass behind everything, a little more push. Helps us get to orbit with a little more gumption, but the orbiter itself is pretty much just a retrofitted version of the one we flew the last time. Recolored and with all new experiments that we don't actually have unlocked yet. And SimAv here, I made your balloons SimAv. Our balloons are now actual balloons. They've got the little tie off at the bottom and everything. I hope you're happy. Yeah, I'll say, and other than that, we've got some engine upgrades applied down here to the 107s and the 108s, but generally no real changes. But there is going to be a significant tooling cost. What is our tool all looking at? 171,000. Ooh, buddy, yeah. And I'm going to say most of it is probably these two tanks up here. They had to be respec'd a little bit to accommodate everything. We'll tool this outer one because this is the conventional structure, so it's going to be a whole lot cheaper. But yeah, purchase that tooling. Will this fit on our current? No, looks like we're going to need propellant checks. Not okay. Yeah. That was probably always going to be an issue. There's going to be a lot of tooling up here too. But before we do any of that, I think we're going to switch the avionics up, and then I'll probably have to go through and re-optimize, get our mass to where we want it to be. Both on this stage and this stage. I think everything below it can probably ride it out, although we did upgrade this to basic. Yeah, I'm like, man, should we buy the tooling for basic since we don't have it, or should we just skip a step and go all the way up to early interplanetary and then tool? At 32 tons controllable mass, it will mass 251.6 kilograms, whereas currently 12.8 kilograms. Wait, what the fuck? You're going to get early interplanetary soon. For AV... Oh, no, we've got it already. Like, we just finished the node. We have it. If you're going to be stuck with basic for a while, might as well accept the advantage. Wait a minute, what? Yeah, I'll say, no, we're not stuck with basic anymore. We've just completed the node for early interplanetary. So I'm debating doing the upgrade, but the mass, 251 kilograms, whereas this one says its wet mass is 12.8 kilograms. I'm very confused. Oh, avionics mass, 296 kilograms. Okay, now I see it. So we would be going down about 40 kilograms. I suspect that's wrong somehow. Yeah, I'm like, how the fuck does that thing weigh only 12 kilograms? That's the casing, the containering, not the avionics itself. So, boop. We'll go ahead and take the upgrade. If we're gonna, because I haven't bought the tooling for basic yet on some of these. Well, that one I did, but that one got resized a little bit with the new staging, so it did not get switched. But yeah, there's gonna have to be an optimization pass on all of it. And you know what? That's okay with me. Wet mass is just battery storage. Ah, okay. I don't want to tool these yet because I'm going to have to resize them. And honestly, I'm not going to make y'all sit through 25 minutes of me poking and resizing and poking and resizing, because that's just gosh awful. And yeah, really, they're just... This is going to be our lunar mapper, hopefully. It's got the same super high gain antenna up here that we had before, so we should be able to get good comms for the far side of the moon, just like the two that we have up there currently. I'm hoping that will bring us some success, but yeah, I think really I gotta go start getting ready to go do more fucking family things. I really wish I could just go hide under the couch somewhere, but not an option once you're an adult for some stupid ass reason. So I think that's actually gonna have to do it for me today, everybody. Roll the outro. We'll see who's out there that we can raid. Oh, Dunbaratu's playing KSP. Let's go check in on him, shall we? So yeah, thanks for hanging out for me for this very, very brief, very, very ad hoc makeup stream, but I really appreciate it. Y'all definitely, you helped me recenter, refocus, and now I think I can take on the day or something. And thank you, Nova, for the super awesome flag textures. Just pure joy. Anyway, alright, y'all. That's going to do it for me, everybody. Thank you so much for hanging out. I really appreciate it. And I will see you all, not even next week, on Sunday. Later this week, for a regularly scheduled stream. So, until then, see you later.